Welcome back to Up North Kitchen. Today we are making Irish cream French toast and a whiskey syrup. If you don't like whiskey, you can use any other kind of alcohol that you like, or you could use root beer to make like a root beer float French toast. Otherwise, just maple syrup. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to be adding 1 cup of Irish whiskey to our sauce pot, and we are going to be bringing that to a boil. And then once it is boiling, we are going to be adding 1.5 cups of white sugar. So we will get to that when it's time. Alright, so now we are going to be adding 1.5 cups of sugar to our whiskey. And then you're gonna whisk that until it becomes clear. And you don't want to boil it too long, otherwise you're gonna end up with some candy instead of syrup. You gotta be very careful, this is whiskey business. All joking aside though, you don't want to touch the hot sugar syrup, it really hurts. Like a lot, it'll burn you. You'll have to go to the hospital. Alright, so about at this point is when we are going to turn the heat off now, and we are going to cool it. Okay, so you're going to want to take your sugar syrup, be very careful with it so you do not burn yourself, and you're going to want to pour that into a large, shallow dish so it can cool faster. Do not use glass either because it will explode because of how hot the sugar syrup gets. And then you're going to put that in your freezer while you make the French toast. Okay, so now we're moving on to the French toast part. And in this bowl here I have 4 eggs, and I'm going to break those up first, and then we are going to add in the rest of the ingredients that I have. So just break those up a little bit, and now I have a tablespoon of vanilla extract, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and then I have a cup here of Irish cream. And I'm just going to mix that all up now. Gotta love that surface tension of the cinnamon, not wanting to get wet. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. And then here I have 6 pieces of bread that we're going to be turning into French toast. Alright, so now I'm going to heat up my pan and add a little bit of butter to it. And move that around, help it melt. Coat the pan nicely. And I feel like this helps the French toast cook more evenly. You get a nice golden brown crust on it. Now I'm going to take a piece of bread, and you can use any kind of bread. Sourdough bread would be very good for this, or you can use brioche would be excellent as well. I'm using Vienna bread. So I'm just going to dip that in our egg mixture here, both sides. You're going to get messy. And now we just set it on a hot pan. And you wait for it to cook. Alright, so you're going to want to let each side cook for about 1.5 minutes. You can lift it up a little bit, check and see if it's turning golden brown. I think that looks good. Looks good to me. Now you just let the other side cook for 1.5 minutes as well. And we just keep moving on with our toast. That looks good. Alright, let's move on. You're going to just take this off and set it on another plate. That magically appears. Alright, and I'm just gonna carry on. Turn my heat down a little bit on the pan so it doesn't burn too much, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, here we have our French toast with our syrup, and I will take a bite for you now. I'll struggle first. So you can taste the Irish cream in the French toast, and you can taste the whiskey in our syrup, and it's such a great flavor combination, and it would have been great for St. Patrick's Day, but we missed it. So try this for next year. And I don't know if I would recommend driving after eating this because there still is a little bit of zip from the alcohol, not child friendly, but overall 10 out of 10. Give it a try. Recipe is in the description below, and follow us on social media. Bye. Bye. I always make it so awkward.